Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me again for a mixed media frenzy on a Friday. So yay, it's Friday. Here is the inspiration that we are using today. Make sure you check my description box down below to see all the other ladies that are participating and to see how they have taken that sketch and turned it into an amazing 12 by 12 layout. So I am using the Oh Happy Day from the Reject Shop in Australia, but originally from and designed by Rosie's Studio from New Zealand. I've only got the 6x6 paper pad, so I am going to join those together. So I was just looking for the best way to have it match as closely as possible, so you couldn't really tell that there was a join there. I found this sketch really, really challenging. I think my issue was I was thinking about mixed media, and I found that sketch didn't have a huge amount of mixed media in it. It looked like it just had a little bit of splatters underneath the wreath. So I think that was really getting me a little bit stuck. So I went searching the internet just for a little bit more inspiration, and I found this super gorgeous design by Missy Whitten. And so I've ended up sort of melding the two layouts together, the inspiration from Missy Whitten, inspiration from the sketch, and myself, and just popping those all together to create my layout. So as you can see, I've torn my 6x6 paper pad. I have 3 different styles of paper. So the black and white text is obviously going to be the biggest one that goes across the top. And then I just took one piece of this sort of blue brush stroke paper and tore it into 3. Oh, I've changed the order. So I'm going with this kind of, I don't even know what you'd say that paper, the pinky paper is, kind of this mixed media effect, I guess, on this pink paper. But again, I just took one piece of those and tore it into 3 sections, obviously only using 2 of them. And I'm just layering those together. I kind of don't mind if a big chunk of it gets covered up. I just want to have that sort of messy layered paper look. So I'm just trying to join up the papers there. I couldn't really join the colors, so as long as I can kind of join the like where the level is from where I was tearing, I'm hoping that will kind of disguise the fact that there are 2 pieces of paper. I do cover a little bit of it with the photo and the wreath that's going to go in the center, so I'm not too stressed about it. So there's my little wreath that I've cut out. I'm not 100% sure where that cut file is from. I just typed wreath into my Silhouette Studio library. So it's one that I've already got. So it's either from the Silhouette Studio, like those sort of 100 layouts that automatically download when you load the program, or it's from Confessions of a Paper Addict, or it's from Paper Issues, or it's from Paige Evans. That's about the only places that will be from, because they're about the only places I get my layouts from. Now, I know that's a lot of choices there. Hopefully someone will recognize it and be able to pop in the comments down below where they got it from, because I don't know how you tell if you didn't save it under a certain person's name. So I'm not sure. Came from a surprise place. So I've just got some gesso there, and I was just mixing it on with my finger in a really messy outline of where the wreath is going to go. And then I've got this light pink color from the Kaiser Craft acrylic paint. The gesso is not dry yet, so it's kind of mixing in with the white, which is exactly what I wanted. Then I'm going to pull out another sort of greeny sea foam kind of color. I think it's tropical something. That's sort of going to go with the blue brush strokes kind of color. And again, just popping a little bit of that on, mixing it in with the pink and the white. I don't want it too super dark. Remembering that my my wreath is going to go on top of all of this. So it looks like a hot mess right now, but it's going to be okay, I promise. So just splatting on some gold splatters. Unfortunately, I should have done more of these. You really couldn't see enough of these gold splatters. I should have gone to town a little bit more and done bigger ones. I noticed on the sketch that there's like a line going through that little top right hand cluster, and then there's a circle that's also inside the wreath on the other one. So I've added that on. My photo is a little bit large. It's just a standard 4x6 size, but for this to really have the wow effect that I would have wanted, I probably would have cut my photo in 3x4 size. But I am creating this album for a friend. That's why in a minute when the photo comes out, you'll see that the faces are covered. And she had already pre-printed all the photos. She gave me hundreds and hundreds of photos. It's her daughter's first year album. And so I am creating this layout for her. So I was kind of limited with how my photos already are, the size they already are. So I'm just rolling with it. But yeah, if I was doing this myself, I would have cut my photo to a 3x4 size instead of 4x6. But there's my photo there. So yes, as I mentioned earlier, that's why the faces are covered, because I was thinking about matting my photo, by the way, because they're not mine or my family, and I wasn't 100% sure if she would like it all over the internet, so I decided better safe than sorry, privacy reasons here. So just popping my photo up on foam, and you end up not really being able to see the black circle at all, which is kind of why having a smaller photo might have worked better, but that's okay. And there you can see already how that sort of messy painting look in the background is really getting tied in quite well with that wreath on top, and I haven't even started embellishments yet, so it all works out pretty well. It is a messy look in the background, so if that's not really your style, definitely get out a paintbrush and do it a little bit more calmly than what I was doing. I was in a rush as well, so I was kind of just slapping it on and not thinking too hard about it. But yeah, these stickers are Pink Fresh Studio stickers. I'm not sure which collection, but I just used the words "in love." The photo is very, very early, when the little baby had nearly first came home. It's probably one of the first nights at home, teeny tiny baby asleep on daddy's chest. So I'm assuming he'd be just totally smitten. How could you not be? So here I'm pulling out the Oh Happy Day ephemera, and I'm a little bit sad because usually you get 2 of everything in these collections, but you haven't. You've only got 1. And so I think I'm going to have to go back and buy another packet of this ephemera because it is so cute. I love it. So I'm just playing around. I really like that little bow. I got to say, I'm kind of picking out some of the super girly stuff because I don't have girls, and using like the really, really girly things on this layout would be kind of helpful. But really, I think the only like super girly thing I end up using is that bow, and I very easily could have used that bow on my own layout. So it's actually really good to be a unisex collection, I reckon. So I've ended up, I put that little bow and that sentiment down on top of the photo and flower. And then I found another cute little sentiment that I really liked the saying of, so I popped that in beside the photo with the bird. And then I cut that big floral piece, and I've just tucked them in between the ripped effect. And I'm going to put that little bunny in there because hair is so cute. I just really like it. I found that the gold sequins were a little bit too gold for me, so I'm just sort of not covering them, but just drawing your attention away from them, not really having them like so in your face, which I think is nice for this layout because, yeah, it was a little bit much. And then that little birdie, so that's why the birdie's kind of a little bit on top of the sequin. So I've got another piece to pop in under that side's ripped because I didn't have anything in under there. I just really love the colors of the things in this collection. It's just super cute. I found I do want to do something else in those rips and in that ephemera. So I'm thinking I'm going to put these 2 little word phrases in with those because I think they're cute and they go well with the Kiss Hug Kiss that I've got underneath the title. And then I'm done. How easy was that? So effective. I think having a larger photo for me had made that easy. And then it's just, yeah, easy, done, boom. So here are my close-ups. As you can see, I blurred out the faces, just, you know, privacy. But yeah, so I really was happy with how this turned out. Make sure you check the description box down below to check out all the other girls that are participating. Hop around and see them. And I hope you have liked this video. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.